Good morning, I'm Tony Higginson, and this morning I'm in the South Lakes. I set my alarm this morning for about 6:45. I thought I'll get up, see how I feel, because I had quite a long, hard day yesterday out vlogging. And I woke up, I was just shattered, and I looked at the weather. I thought, it's not certainly going to be foggy conditions. I'm just going to get my head down. And I got my head down, woke up again at about 8:30, looked at the webcams from Ambleside, thick freezing fog, and my heart sunk a little bit. But I thought, you know, grab some breakfast and head out and see if you can get anything anyway. You never know, it might hang around. So I've come to Ambleside, and we've still got some lovely misty conditions. I've decided to walk up Loughrigg. But on my way up, I've only got about 100 metres from the car, and I've come across this little scene. And this is exactly the kind of scene I don't normally take. I find it quite twee, but I just couldn't resist it. You know, the romantic in me must have just come out in these conditions, mist and snow. But just this lovely house, just jutting out from the trees and the hedge that are covered in the sort of frost and the snow. It's just like a picture postcard, and I couldn't help but stop and photograph it. I've shot it at around 70mm f11, just focusing on those trees there. I've used this bit of a fence leading me in, and nice little first shot for the vlog. I don't know what it's going to be like up there. I suspect the mist is going to sort of drop, but who knows? It's just one of those days where I'm heading out. I could see anything, I could stop and shoot anything. It could be misty woodland, it could be big vistas with harsh sunlight, anything goes. But on a day like this, all I do is head out with no preconceived ideas of what I want to capture. I certainly would never have thought about photographing this house, but I'm just going with the flow and enjoying the day. So thanks for joining me. I do like that tree. How beautiful is that? It's absolutely stunning. I don't think it makes an amazing landscape though. That's one of those things. It's just what it is. It's just a tree in the mist. Quite simple. I've taken a few photographs of it just for myself really. I just love the shape of it. Long before I was ever into landscape photography, I was into bonsai trees. Love bonsai trees. There's just something about miniature little trees. I just find them amazing. And in Japan, where it's obviously massive, and there's a shortage of land, people go scouring the land looking for what they call potensai. So a potensai is like a potential bonsai, but it's like a wild one. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's not even a small tree, to be fair. It's a fair size. It's probably about 6 foot tall. And it's, I think it's a juniper. But what a great shape. It's just kind of like you imagine Mr. Miyagi, you know, in Karate Kid, pruning the trees. And I just think it's fantastic in the snow. I've taken a few shots of it, just very simply, just the tree, nothing behind it. And it's really just like a study. And I sort of, while I was photographing it, I was thinking to myself, why am I taking this photograph? Because it's not an amazing picture, you know, it'll never win any competitions, or it'll never probably be a massive hit on Facebook. And then I think, well, that's not why I take photographs. I do like taking them for those reasons as well, but I like to come out on a beautiful day like this. I mean, this is just unbelievable. There's a little bit of sun coming through, there's a freezing fog, and that's a memory for me of this tree. Just, who knows, when I'm older I might look back at that picture and say, oh, I remember that day. And that's one of the reasons I vlog, actually. I like the idea of looking back on my adventures out with a camera and places I've been and the photos I took and everything. Hopefully you enjoy the journey with me, but yeah, I just had to stop and show you that that, because I think it's pretty special. I've taken some other pictures which I think are quite nice. I got some in some sort of little bits of woodland and a few other bits and bobs, which I'll show you now, and then I'm going to crack on upwards. The mist seems fairly deep, you know, the fog, So I don't know if I'm even going to get out of it at the top, but just listen to that. Absolutely nothing. And you get that with the snow. The snow kills all sound. It's perfectly calm. And this is just perfect. Heaven. I know a lot of people get quite jealous. They see me out on days like this. Because I earn my money in the summer, I get to spend my winters out doing this kind of thing, and they get jealous. And I've got a few of them, bam, they hit that dislike button straight away. I don't know why they do, but fair play to them. You know, I'm out here doing this and I love it. So let's crack on and see if I can get something else. But ooh, like that. I'm still not at the top. I can't get there. But what I've passed is this lovely little scene. Look at that gate there. I really like that. There's the gate, there's this lovely wall, obviously covered in snow, leading through the scene, and there's these trees over here, are just shrouded in mist. Just very simple. The path comes over to my left, and what I've been doing is I've been photographing people. For those of you who watched the previous vlog where I was in the park in Preston photographing people walking the dogs in the mist, I really enjoyed that. I'm doing the same thing here, except I'm doing it in a natural environment. So I've got the same similar conditions, you know, I've got this kind of freezing fog, but here I've got more snow and this beautiful leading of this wall. So I've just been waiting for people to come through. I've got one shot, and I think I'm going to do a composite on it, because it was a walker walking up at the same time as a runner was running through. So the walker opened the gate and the runner ran through the gap. So I had a runner running right through the spot I want, and I'll probably just have to take the walker opening the gate out. Although till I see it, I don't know, maybe it'll look nice him opening it for the runner. But I think that might be quite a nice shot. I've also got over this way, there's like a zigzag of path, and I got a walker walking through it with his sticks. Quite simple, because it was a long way away. I shot it at 200mm, so it's all very soft and, well, not soft, it's sharp, but it's all very muted and all the same tone. But I like that kind of image. But it's great out here. And now I'm going to push on to the top. There's a couple of walkers coming, so hopefully I'll get them walking through this scene. So one of them's in blue as well, so might be quite nice this. I'm going to do it. Well, that's the end of a superb day. Really enjoyed it. Had some great conditions, as you've seen. I've spent the last couple of hours Not getting as much. The conditions sort of changed, as you can see now. The mist lifted, the light never really appeared, so I didn't get the big vistas. I didn't even bother going up to the top of Loughrigg. It just wasn't looking worth it. So I had a wander around in some new woods that I found. I don't know if I've got anything, might have got a shot or two. I understand I'm fortunate to be able to be out in these conditions, and that's why a lot of the best photographs that you see are photographs by people who live local to the areas where they get the great photographs, because they have the opportunity at the drop of a hat, boom, they're out. I mean, I was fortunate this morning to just be able to fly out. I didn't have anything on. It's an hour and a quarter drive for me, which is reasonable for me to get to somewhere that looks like it's going to have great potential, and I'm really glad I came. I'm probably going to come tomorrow, and I'm fortunate. But if you're not that fortunate, what you have to do is you have to try and make the most of the opportunities when they arrive. I'd recommend calling in sick. They don't really care whether you turn up. Phone up, say you've got a stomach bug, and get out when the mist and the freezing fog and the conditions are right. It only happens a few times a year, and are they really going to miss you? You know, and in fact, I'd say you'd probably make a better employee if you're satisfied and fulfilled. So you're actually doing them a favour. And that's why I've been self-employed for a lot of years, because I just didn't get on with employers. But it's up to you. But try and get out when there's the magic factors all coming together, and that's when you get the magic. So it's been a great day. Couple of pictures to finish off with, as I say, these ones mainly from here. And I'll join you next time, probably tomorrow, when I'm probably going to be shooting another vlog. See you soon.